If I wanted to design a figure with a volume of 450 inches cubed, we'd first have to design how many parts of the figure we want to use and what our dimensions are going to be for at least part of it. So if we want to use just one figure, let's say that I choose to create a rectangular prism. So let's say I choose to make a prism like this. And let's say I choose to choose two of my side lengths. Let's say I choose to have that this is 5 and this is 10. But I don't know what this height is. So if I know the volume is area of the base times the height, the base would equal 50 for this scenario. So if my volume has to equal 450, I could plug in the 450 for the volume equals the base of 50 times the height. And then you could keep solving from there. Essentially what you're doing is you're going to leave one length unknown. And the purpose of doing this is what will allow volume, allow you have a volume equal to what the sphere's volume was. Now the other option is you could design something with multiple figures combined into one. So let's say that we had a cylinder, and I decided that I wanted this to have a radius of 3 and a height of 4. So this radius is 3. My volume is the area of the base times the height, and my base is 9 pi. So we plug in as the volume is 9 pi times 4. So my volume is 36 pi, which if I simplify is 113.097 inches cubed. Now, again, the end goal, like we had before, was to have our volume equal 450 inches cubed. Now, this means if I subtract to figure out how much volume I had left, I have 450 minus the 113.097, which if I subtract, this gives me that I'm left with 336.903 inches cubed remaining. So in order to address this, let's say I choose to add a pyramid on top. So if I create my pyramid, and let's say I choose to have that the sides of the base are 3 by 3 and the height is what's unknown. I could say, okay, the volume for the pyramid equals 1/3 the area of the base times the height. We know using the information that's given that since it's 3 by 3 that my base is going to equal 9. So now let's say I choose to plug in the formula. I'm going to have that my volume, which is the 336.903, equals 1/3 times the base times the height, which you could then solve. So essentially with this project, you are creating your own figure. Now you could do, you're going to choose one of the shapes and you're going to leaving one of the dimensions unknown. Unknown, and you get to choose what that is. So the dimensions you would need for a prism is you have this dimension, this, and this. You're leaving one of them unknown. For a cylinder, you have the radius and the height, leaving one unknown. For a pyramid, you have this dimension and this dimension, which for ours, these are usually the same, and our height. And for a cone, we have our radius and the height. And again, you get to choose whichever one you want to leave as an unknown. So in summary, you are going to design a cereal box that has a volume equal 625 inches cube, and you want to try to minimize surface area if possible. So you, again, in summary, you're going to create your own unique cereal box with one or more figures. Creating your design and coming up with it can be a little bit difficult. Figuring out where to start can be challenging. If you have any questions, please contact your teacher so that they can assist you. Good luck.